Stress. You know, I don't think that there's anybody I know who doesn't experience stress. I know I do. I mean, it's a part of our life. And stress, in fact, is pretty important for us to keep in our life. Stress is what gives us a little bit of motivation sometimes. It's what can really zoom in our focus. Those are good things. But chronic stress or too much stress, that's not a good thing. And so there are some ways to begin to intervene with stress so that you can feel better. And the first thing that you need to do is pay attention to what you feel in your body. You know, we don't necessarily do that. Our experience is often, I was fine, things were going along, and then all of a sudden I was so stressed or so overwhelmed. But in reality, your body was giving you lots of little signs along the way. And so what you've got to do is start paying attention to those little signs. Start figuring out what are those little ways that you can begin to notice. Here's something that's super common for people. What you might notice is that as you're going through your day and you're doing things and you're not necessarily feeling stress, but all of a sudden pay attention to your shoulders. You might have noticed that they've sort of creeped up, and really drop them. Take in a deep breath, let it out, and drop your shoulders. So your shoulders are going to be a cue to you, an early cue, that you're beginning to feel stressed. If you stopped every hour or so and just took a quick scan of your body, you'd begin to notice, where do I feel some tension? So is there a little bit of tension in the back of your neck? Do you maybe have a little bit of a headache coming on? Or is your stomach starting to feel sort of twisty inside? Those are all signs that stress is starting to build. So the great news is that if you notice it really soon, you can intervene right away and decrease your stress levels so that you're still able to pay attention and go along and enjoy the things that you're doing. So simple strategies. A couple of deep breaths, really like this. So you're breathing in from your belly and then really let it out your mouth. Okay, you don't have to move your hands like that, but just think about it. In and out. And you might notice that my shoulders drop. Yours will too when you do that. That's a really easy way to do this. You can pay attention and really move your shoulders back. You can move around a little bit, maybe stand up and twist, get some of the kinks out. That will absolutely help. What I want you to keep in mind is that the sooner that you notice that your body's reacting, the better chance you have to intervene and do something so that you're not building up until suddenly at the end of the day, you've got a raging headache, or you're irritable, or you're cranky, or you're more tired. Those things can absolutely be avoided by making certain that you give yourself a break, check on how you're doing. Sometimes I just can't talk. Check on how you're doing, and then take in a couple deep breaths. That's all you need to do, and I guarantee that's going to happen with your stress.